Let's wrap our heads around faith. Part 3. Today, on Let the Church Be the Church. We're finishing up a 3-week series, attempting to wrap our heads around this thing called faith. In week 1, we defined faith, which is something every human being has. And first, faith is a choice. Faith is a decision to invest belief in what we think or consider to be true. And because faith is also active, we not only believe these things, but they deeply impact how we live. Biblical faith is a choice to believe and act on the truth of God and His Word. And friends, this is key. It's not just that you believe something, it's what or who you believe. The object of our faith is critical. A.W. Tozer said, "Faith is not in itself a meritorious act. The merit is in the one toward whom it is directed." I agree wholeheartedly. Many people waste their faith on people or things that will never prove worthy, like money, power, good luck charms, superstitions, false religions, the government, and so much more. Who or what is your object of faith? In my years, I've only found one who is worthy of my faith, and that is God, the God of the Bible. I've seen Him work in my life and others in a very real way over and over again. And we have the testimony of millions of believers over thousands of years recorded in sermons and poetry and books and songs, all witnesses that God and His promises are true. So now that we know what faith is and how important it is to place our faith in a worthy object, let's talk about how to apply or live our faith in our day to day. Now, if you're familiar with the Bible, you probably know that the book of Philippians, Paul's letter to the church in Philippi, is considered the most joyful book in the New Testament. Now, the paradox in all this is that Paul wrote it chained between imperial guards under house arrest in Rome. Not what I would call the most joyous circumstances. But here's the secret, my friends. And don't miss this because it is life-changing. Here's what I've learned. The secret to applying our faith in this crazy world, the key to living out our faith in peace and confidence and power amidst the unpredictability of this life is this: where we have our eyes. What or who we are looking at makes all the difference. Again, quoting Tozer from his book, Pursuit of God, he says, faith is a redirecting of our sight, a getting out of the focus of our own vision and getting into God in focus. Paul was joyful in the face of death because his eyes were on Jesus. Peter walked on water despite the raging storm around him because his eyes were on the Lord. And though the armies of Israel fled from Goliath because their eyes were on themselves, little David looked at the giant with his eyes on the Lord. And he said, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defiled." And he had great victory. And I find this to be so true in my life as well. Whenever I'm upset, stressed, sad, it's because my eyes are in the wrong place. But when I keep them focused on the Lord, I'm invincible. Try that. The next time you're down, defeated, feeling fearful, ask yourself, where are my eyes right now? And I bet you'll find that they're not on the Lord, but they're rather on yourself or on your circumstances. The secret of living our faith is where we have our eyes. Friends, all of life is uncertain. We have no idea what tomorrow will bring. The only thing certain is God and the promises we have in Him. So David wrote, "But my eyes are fixed on you, O sovereign Lord." Psalm 141:8. Eyes on me? I'm sinking in self-pity and fear. Eyes on God? I have the one in view who has all resources, wisdom, and strength, the one who never loses, right there in my gaze. He is the only worthy object of your faith, of my faith, and with our eyes fixed on Him, we can live in overcoming faith every day in all circumstances. And then the world will see the church be the church.
If this video was helpful to you, please give it a like and share it. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one.